Hey there, Mary Beth Temple here from MBT Creates, and this is what we're going to talk about today. So I've done this circular drawstring bag, and the body of the bag is pretty simple. It's a center out circle. It alternates 1 round of double crochet with 2 rounds of single crochet, and if you want the math, it is all in the blog post, which I will link below. I wanted to do this little tab top finish just because it interested me. But what I did not want to do is crochet each tab individually, which would have given me an end at the beginning where I joined the yarn and an end at the end where I ended off the tab. And I came up with this kind of crazy way to do it all in one strand of yarn without having any ends. So I wrote it out in the pattern, but it's a little hard to interpret from the pattern language, so here we go. Following along with the pattern, I have done my single crochet 19, and now I'm going to single crochet 5 more. So that's 1, 2, because my tab is 5 stitches wide, 3, 4, 5. And now I'm just going to work on these 5 stitches. So chain 1 and turn, and single crochet 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to work back and forth on these 5 stitches until I've made 12 rows. And that first 5 counts. So I just finished row 2, which was a wrong side row. So I'm going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, which is a wrong side row. And then I'll meet you back here and show you how I'm going to attach. And because everyone always asks, this is Circulo Whoopie, which is a sport weight yarn. This is a nice hefty hank of yarn. It has 578 yards on it, which I love. And let's see if we can find a colorway name. No, but the color number is 9883, and it is 100% mercerized Brazilian virgin cotton, and it's all these little blue shades. What I liked about this, I didn't even do it on purpose, is I got sort of a nice round dark blue stripe, which I'll show you when we put the bag all together. All right, there's my 12 rows. Remember, we're counting that first 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The important part is that the yarn is on the right-hand side of the tab. So I'm going to chain 1. Now, I'm bringing the tab towards me. Remember, the right side is still facing. And I'm going to surface crochet through these 5 single crochets and these 5 single crochets, and these are the ones that are sitting in the doubles, so they're easy to find. And I've discovered it's easier for me if I bring that hook back to front through that first single crochet. It helps me get everything seated right, and I'm going to look for the 5 down here that I want to work in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my hook is coming from back to front through the first single. I'm going to insert that hook in double number 1, and I want to make sure that my working yarn comes around the back of the right hand side. Yarn over, draw it through both stitches, and then also through the working loop. So now the next 4 are easy. I'm going to go down through the single, 2, 3, 4, and down through the double, and my yarn is already in the back. I'm going to yarn over, draw it through the stitches, and also through the working loop. Keep going. This is my 3rd one, down through the single, down through the double, yarn over and draw up a loop, bring it through everything. 2 more. The next single, the next double. If you've done surface crochet, that's exactly, oops, I missed. If you've done surface crochet, that's exactly what we're doing. one more. The last single is, whoops, I'm telling you, this is a very odd angle at which to be doing this. It's not nearly as hard as I'm making it look. It's all about the camera angles. Okay. Did I get both? I did get both legs of my stitch. And then my last occupied double, yarn over. Now you can really see it, bring it through the stitches and also through the working loop. So now my tab is very firmly attached and is perfectly flat. I'm looking for the next unoccupied double crochet, which is right here, and that's because the last round of my circle was a double crochet, and now I'm going to keep going. So that was 1. I'm going to keep going until 19 are done, and then I'm going to go over this one more time because it's a little fiddly, but it's worth doing to avoid those stupid ends. So you can see I'm doing this all the way around. This bag has 10 tabs. So you just watch me do number 9, and this one is number 10. You can see I'm coming up to the first one. So I'm going to single crochet in each of the next 5 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I know I'm tensioning weird. Really, this angle for this particular trick is killing me. Chain 1 and turn. This is your first row of this. 1, 2, 3. I'm caught on the... I'm leaving this in to show you how hard I work for you for these videos. I got the yarn caught on the side of the vinyl that covers the table. So that's 5. So we did 5 this way is 1, 2, and we're going to keep going till we have 12. 3, 4, etc. And 12 is going to be in this direction. It's going to be a wrong side row. All right, I'm working on my last tab. There's my previous one. And honestly, there's my first one because I'm right at the end of this bag. I'm going to chain 1 at the end of my 12th round. Keeping that yarn to the right, I'm going to bring the hook back to front through that first single crochet to help me line it all up. Then I'm looking for the last 5 single crochets. I'm going to work in the top of those doubles, and I find it's easier to count from the left hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take the hook and jam it into the top of that double crochet, and I'm going to take this working yarn around the side to the back, and I'm going to give it a pretty tight tug. I've noticed when I started doing this, my first couple were a little loosey-goosey, so I give it a pretty tight tug. Yarn over from back to front, bring it through the 2 stitches and also through the working loop. Let's see, I split it a little here. We go. Now working across, we're going to go in the next single crochet and through to the next double crochet. Yarn over, back to front, bring it through both stitches and through the working loop. We're going to do that all the way across. There will be 5. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 5, which you saw me on the struggle bus before. This one's a little fiddly. Getting into that last single. And again, some of this is the angle. If this was sitting on your lap or on a table like a normal person, you would not be on the same struggle journey that I am on. And there is my last occupied double. Going to bring it all the way through. Boom. So there are my 5 surface chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is what it looks like on the back. It just goes straight across like little running stitch almost. And then I'm looking for my next unoccupied stitch, which is here. And if you're following along with the pattern, which you can get for free on the blog, it will say single crochet in the next 19. So in this particular instance, I'm done. that was my last tab. I'm going to single crochet my 19 across, join with a slip stitch at the beginning of the round, and end off. But the joy of this slightly fiddly finish is that I have one end here and I have one end here, and that's it. Once again, if you want to make the tabs individually, I say go forth and do it, but you will be weaving in ends for the rest of your life. So that's it for the finish for this cute little circular bag. Once again, I'll put the link in the description below so you can zip on over to the blog and check it out. And also, if you're looking for that Circulo Whoopie, I did find a vendor, so it is linked as a shoppable product. And as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. Bye-bye.